Hi, I'm Chef Brandie Lamb in the Tisdale Distributing Sub-Zero Wolf Cove showroom. I'm going to show you how to prepare a very easy dinner using one of the Wolf Gourmet modes in the Wolf wall oven. So in front of me, I have a filet mignon, which is just a smaller cut of a larger beef tenderloin. So this Wolf Gourmet mode would work for a larger beef tenderloin or a smaller cut like this. So to my quarter sheet pan, I'm actually gonna do my protein and my veggies all on one pan. So I'm gonna put a little bit of fat down or olive oil. You can use butter here as well. And then I'm gonna set my filet on top of that. And then I'm going to put a little bit of fat or butter, and this is gonna baste while it's cooking. So I'm just gonna put that right on top of my filet. I'm gonna put a little bit of cracked black pepper and some salt on there. And then I'm gonna top it with some aromatics. So I happen to have fermented black garlic at the moment, but you could smash a regular garlic clove and put on top of this. Fermented black garlic adds a layer of flavor of sweetness to everything, so I'm gonna smash that right on top. And then I'm gonna put some herbs. So I have some fresh thyme sprigs, so I'm gonna set those right on top there. And then in my bowl, I'm gonna toss together, you could even do this on your sheet pan and save yourself a bowl in the dishwasher. So we have some broccolini or baby broccoli, and then I have some carrots from a local farm in Tennessee where I live. So I'm gonna toss those all together. I'm gonna give those a little coat of olive oil, seasoning, salt, kosher salt, and black pepper. So I'm gonna toss those together, and we're actually gonna put those right on our sheet pan with our steak, and we're gonna roast those all at the same time. And then in the Wolf M-Series wall oven, I'm gonna be using the gourmet mode for steak, and I'm actually gonna be using the mode for tenderloin. So we'll go ahead and pop this in, and we're gonna be using that temperature probe. This is so important because we're gonna probe our protein, so we take the guesswork out of trying to figure out how long it's gonna take to reach that perfect internal temperature that we're looking for. So we have our sheet pan full of our protein, our filet, and then our carrots and our baby broccoli. And I'm gonna be using the Wolf Gourmet mode. So this is our temperature probe. This is gonna help us cook to the perfect internal temperature. So in order to use your probe, you're gonna place it in the top left of your oven and place it there, or you can even let it hang out of the side. And then I'm gonna go to my Wolf Gourmet setting. I'm gonna choose meat, which is my first option. My type of meat, beef. And then I'm gonna choose between subcategories of steak, tenderloin, roast, prime rib, meatloaf, or slow cook. So I could do my fillets one of two ways. I could choose tenderloin because they are a smaller cut of the tenderloin, or I could choose to slow cook them. Either way. And choose tenderloin. It is then gonna ask you how you want it cooked. I will say medium rare. I will hit done. It's gonna tell me no preheat required. Insert your food right away. It tells me where to put my probe position in the thickest part of the meat and put my items on rack position 3. It is gonna convect roast at 450 degrees. It's gonna set my probe at 135 degrees, and it recommends that I rest the meat 10 minutes after it's done. I hit OK, and I hit start. I can go ahead and put everything in since I don't need to wait for it to preheat. I will place my probe. I will pull the rack out, my full extension rack, and I'm gonna place my probe in the thickest part of the meat. So I'm gonna go right into the side, make sure I'm not going through the other end, and I will probe it right there, slide it back in. I will hit start, and it does the rest for me. When it reaches that internal temperature, it will alert me. Now, if I don't necessarily want 135, maybe I want a different temperature on my probe alert, I would hit probe, reset. I'm gonna change mine to 132. And then it gives me my current probe temperature reading and what it's going to alert me at. We have pulled our filet out of the Vulf M Series wall oven, and I have allowed it to rest. I took that black garlic that I showed you and kind of smeared it over the top, and then we are just gonna plate this up. So this is a really nice lean protein and veggie diet. So I'm gonna cut this in half to show you that beautiful medium rare that we achieved there in the Vulf convection oven. So we got that beautiful browned crust and then that beautiful medium rare center. So we're just gonna plate that right into our plate here, our dinner plate. And then I'm gonna take that broccolini or baby broccoli that we have and line that up. And then our roasted carrots, I'm gonna give those a little slice and put those on the plate. And then we're gonna take some sauce that I had. You can use the pan drippings for this and add a little red wine, beef stock, veggie stock, and finish it with some butter. And so we're just gonna take that and we're gonna drizzle that right around our plate. And that is going to be our sauce for our dish. And then of course, we always wanna finish our steak and our protein off with a little bit of flake salt. And because we put thyme over the top, we're gonna garnish with a little thyme. And there you have protein veggie dish, and this came together in about 8 minutes in that Vulf gourmet mode.